A lot of kids aren't thinking about back to school, they're thinking about weekend adventures, fun with the family, and then maybe on the water. Here's an adventure you can try, but maybe on a smaller scale. 3 local guys planning to hit the water on their Seadoos through Alaska. KCRA 3's Brian Hickey live at Discovery Park in Sacramento with their story. Brian, tell us all about it.
Yeah, so their story was kind of an epiphany for me, because when I think Seadoos, I think Lake Tahoe, Folsom Lake, Sacramento River, going out there and chasing wakes and chasing each other around, and that's what most people do on Seadoos. These guys aren't most people. We've got Jim Stiles here and Stephen Mall, and today you guys are getting ready for an adventure that most people wouldn't even consider, and you're doing what?
We're going to Alaska on our Seadoos.
Well, you're doing that in a couple of weeks. What are you doing today, Stephen?
Today we're doing kind of an equipment test. We've got all of our gear on board where we've got our gas tanks, so we have to take extra gas with us when we go to Alaska. So we're going to run from here to the Golden Gate Bridge and back. It'll be about 220 miles. We're going to do our refueling on the water just to work out any bugs in the system, because you don't want to have bugs in the system when you get up to Alaska.
Yeah, on a Seadoo. And they've got dry suits and all kinds of gear that they'll be taking with them. So today's kind of a test run for what's to come. And a couple of weeks ago, I took a trip with them through the San Francisco Bay, a place I never thought I'd be on a Seadoo. These guys are about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime, possibly doing what no one else has ever done before.
Over 1,200 miles is some of the most scenic area in the world.
Riding Seadoos, they will travel the length of Alaska's Inside Passage.
I do think about the killer whales, because I know we'll see lots of whales.
They're taking Seadoos beyond the lake and river on this ride, training for Alaska in the San Francisco Bay.
It is surprising that more people aren't giving them a try.
You get to see things that hardly anybody in the world gets to see, or at least get a perspective that no one else really in the world gets to see.
The Bay Bridge, zipping past the tour boats at Alcatraz, the San Francisco skyline, and the very rare opportunity to see the Golden Gate Bridge from the water. It's amazing more people aren't doing this.
People have a lot of fear of the ocean. You know, the San Francisco Bay, it's got great white sharks in it. I don't want to fall off.
The Seadoos reveal parts of California's hidden and inaccessible coastline, where wildlife is abundant and the landscape simply stunning.
But a gray whale came underneath my ski, maybe 5-10 feet underneath my ski.
In Alaska, some days they will need to ride more than 200 miles to reach Glacier Bay, not too hard on machines that can top 70 miles per hour.
Our Seadoos go very fast, but I think we'll be tempted to go very, very slow and see the wildlife and experience it.
For these adventures, Alaska is just the beginning.
You know, the imagination can run wild. You can take them wherever there's water.
And on their Seadoos, they have these little cameras mounted. They'll also be traveling with an HD camera, documenting the whole trip to hopefully produce some kind of an adventure travel show. And this is just the beginning. I can tell these guys are adrenaline junkies. So if everything goes good in Alaska, what's next?
Well, why not the Amazon River?
Why not?
Well, we go down the Nile, maybe the Valley of the Kings. I was thinking the Panama Canal,
okay,
the Atlantic, Pacific Ocean.
I feel a series of stories perhaps for KCRA coming up. Out here at Discovery Park, I'm Brian Hickey. Now back to you.
Yeah, Brian, I see you dreaming off into the sunset, picturing yourself out there as well.
Brian used to be like the Indiana Jones, you know what I'm saying? Where's that Indiana Jones?
There you go.
He's still got it.